Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So now, and produced get on to it for today. Here today, we'll be checking out a new video that was recently uploaded by Mashed here. Now, this is the Shadow and Robotnik, the Donkey Kong experience. Now, it says all episodes here, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. But aside from that, though, like I said, let's just get on to it. Like I said, uploaded by Mash, like around yesterday now, and yeah, it just recently came out. Like I said, here all that were a part of the activity center, so please go check them all out. They worked really hard on this as their support, so please go check them all out. With that being said and done, like I said, yeah, link down below. Go check the video, subscribe to the channel, like the videos as well here. Like I said, with all that being said and done, though, let's get on to the stuff here. Number distractions. I'm excited as this goes. A little bit longer one as well here. So
the Donkey Kong experience.
This is over.
Mind if I...
Hold on. Sorry, go back here. Sorry about that.
The Donkey Kong experience.
There we go.
Mind if I...
No, of course. Go right ahead.
Keeps the old butt barrel from blasting, you know what I mean?
I've always wondered, do bananas act as currency for your island?
Come again?
Well, instead of collecting coins or rings, you collect bananas, isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, right. It's our money. All natural money. Not processed at some factory where they can put in whatever dyes and additives that'll nerf your dong. Yeah. You think about, like, where bananas come from. Trees, right? Trees grow in the earth. What's in the earth? Just dirt. And dead bodies. Probably a lot of poop, too. Then you go down like 2 miles, and it's hot lava. All natural hot lava.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you also eat your money.
I mean, yeah, so?
That doesn't strike you as odd? Your food is also what you use to pay rent?
I mean, what's the alternative? You use money to pay for food? I'm just cutting out a step.
Well, is there, say, a banana bank? Where do you put your money when you're not eating it?
Cave.
A cave?
Cave.
As in a hole in the side of a mountain.
Yeah, we got a banana cave. Stack them 30 feet high. You should come by the horde sometime.
Huh.
It's cool, it's dry, it's nice. Very defensible, too. A cave is, like, way more secure than a bank.
Definitely not. No
You
way.
kidding me, Diddy? Would you rather have a building protecting our stash or an entire mountain? I mean, come on.
We've been robbed multiple times. There's no lock on the cave.
Yeah.
They come in and take everything.
Wait, what happens when they go bad?
Caves don't go bad, bro. Unlike a bank.
No, your bananas. When they rot, don't you lose all your money?
Never had a problem with it.
Your 30-foot-tall piles of food never decay.
Never happened.
How? How is that possible?
Never thought about it before.
He did.
Most of the bananas I find are just like floating in the air, so maybe it's magic.
We'd never know if the bananas go bad because they keep getting eaten or stolen.
So your entire economy is based around consuming and trading enchanted bananas.
I feel like you're making some assumptions here. You assume that we live on some backwater little island where we just chomp on nanners and trade him into a deadbeat surfer so he'll give us a ride in his busted airplane. But you're wrong. We give him coins for that. See, not everything we do here has to do with bananas.
Oh, I've never seen one of these coins. What do they look like?
They got bananas on them.
Yeah, they got bananas on them, but they aren't made that.
And we're back with Dr. Robotnik, who I assume is a medical doctor. So, you ever gonna have like a go-good moment?
I'm not following.
I mean, like me and Mario. We had our beefs, but, you know, we got over it. We raced go-karts, we party together sometimes.
Yeah.
I was a bad guy for a while, but I went good. Or, you know, independent. You ever gonna patch things up with Sonic and do like a team-up?
We have joined forces on occasion, but let me ask you this. Why does it have to be me that goes good? Why do you assume I'm the evil one?
Well, you turn animals into your robot henchmen, right? Doesn't seem like the kind of thing you'd do if you're like, you know, lawful good.
I simply offer fragile woodland creatures a way to survive their harsh environments. All I ask in exchange for total protection is total subservience. I think that sounds fair, don't you?
Okay, but like, what's harsh about the environment of Green Hill Zone? I went there for a smash tourney once, seemed pretty chill. They got these, like, rings there instead of bananas, which is, like, fine, but they don't taste as good.
Well, there are lots of dangerous robot animals roaming around, aren't there?
That is true. I did notice that. But I guess my point is, people are going to think, just hypothetical, you know, that you're evil because you've tried to kill Sonic dozens of times. Maybe hundreds.
And is Sonic dead?
No. I mean, I haven't checked. Diddy, can you confirm? Look up if Sonic is alive. While we hear these words from our sponsor.
Sponsor, okay.
Do you feel sad whenever your eyes are open or closed? Do you ever get the ick, but like about your own brain?
Do you lay awake at night and wish that a podcast commercial would introduce the solution to all your problems? If so, you need Emo Crush. With Emo Crush's patented technology, you can just type your problems into the app, and it will immediately erase the message and give you a sick workout you should do instead of dealing with your stupid feelings. To ensure the complete destruction of your intrusive thoughts, Emo Crush experts will print out all your messages and escort them to the nearest active volcano. Nobody will be able to prove you ever had any fears or insecurities because all natural hot lava doesn't judge, bro. It just cleanses you of secrets. And you know what? This is true. I've been using Emo Crush for years. Every time I think about something negative or like I get a tingle at the back of my skull, I just open the app and it tells me to cram it and get yoked. And I mean, look at me. I never felt better.
Sonic is alive.
See, at most, that's attempted murder. You threw barrels at Mario, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And you meant to kill him at the time?
Look, I mean, I wasn't in a great place. All I was trying to do is talk to Pauline. But it was New Donk City. You can't even hear yourself think. So yeah, I took her to the top of some unfinished buildings, and people took that as kidnapping. I can't help how people interpret things.
Yeah.
So when some little goomba
I think you're supposed to say Italian-American now.
I swear to monkey Christ. This tiny skid mark of a plumber starts getting into my business when anyone can clearly see I ascended these girders to have a private conversation. So yeah, I started chucking whatever I could find. So this dipshit, this unsolicited contractor, can finally get the message. But he doesn't get it, so I keep throwing more. And he comes at me with goddamn hammers, and at that point, I'm just defending myself, holding my ground. Sometimes I think about what would have happened if I brought my coconut gun that day. Things would have been pretty different.
Okay, chill out.
But that was the old me. I'm in control now. Candy told me to go to therapy, but instead, I went on a journey, an odyssey across my entire country, all to personally maim and disfigure the pirate lizard that stole my bananas. I made the conscious decision to work out my aggression naturally, and now I don't carry that rage. I chose to unburden myself, and my spirit is lighter for it. I'm pretty sure that's why I don't have fall damage, you know?
Or maybe your immunity to gravity has something to do with the fact that you eat nothing but floating bananas.
Whoa. You're blowing my mind right now, bro.
Anyway, my point was, you tried to kill Mario, I tried to kill Sonic. There's really nothing separating the worst thing you've done and the worst thing I've done.
You did blow up the moon once.
That true?
No, only half of it.
Half a moon is still a lot, though. I think it'd take like 50, maybe 60 chimpanzees to do that kind of damage. You ever see what a chimp can do to a human? I got some videos we could watch.
Oh, nah.
You know, you would make a great robot.
Serious?
Absolutely. You're already immeasurably strong as it stands.
Well, they don't call me the prince of the jungle, you know what I mean?
Well, just imagine how much stronger you'd be with a metal exoskeleton fueled by the most advanced technology on the planet.
Wow, yeah. I'd be like what's above a king? Some sort of a regional manager? A CEO of the jungle.
But if you were a robot, Robotnik would be your boss. You'd be like a VP of the jungle.
Oh, yeah. Would I have to do what you say?
Well, we both want the same things, right?
Like what?
We want to be the strongest.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
We want to vanquish our enemies.
Who doesn't?
We want to live in peace.
Yeah, leave me and my bananas alone.
Once we've conquered the known galaxy with an unrelenting armada of unstoppable machines.
I feel like you're onto something here, Doc. I'm feeling really pumped. Almost as pumped as I get when I take my Potassa pills. My patented Potassa pills are infused with enough palm dew, coconut hair, and plantain whispers to make your brain the top banana. Get 6 today. All right, let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. We need to hunt and dismember Sonic the Hedgehog. Did he pull up those chimp attack videos? I need some murder inspo.
Okay. Bro got converted. That was surprising. Literally right under his nose. So now we get the shout out here.
Boom, and we're live with a dude who's so shady, he's a shadow. How's it going, my brother from another mother, who is a hedgehog, I guess?
Good. Well, I do well.
I bet you do well, bro. You know, your wiki page says you're the ultimate life force.
Life form. But yeah, that's me.
And under power and abilities... Yo, this just keeps going.
You might have to accept cookies.
But okay, walk with me here. You have super speed.
Natch.
You can teleport.
Yep.
You can throw energy spears.
Wait, I see where you're going with this.
And you're immortal, like a vampire or a Highlander. So...
It's been 20 years
20 years,
since...
Why do you use a gun?
Man, it was the 2000s, okay?
Yeah.
It was either use a gun or get a tribal tattoo.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was there. Let's just say Mario didn't pick the gun. You know what I mean?
From what I remember, you were strapped back in those days. And I don't mean like the N64 expansion pack.
Oh, you mean Gunnifer Aniston here?
Yeah, it fires coconuts, right?
Hell yeah.
If he shoots ya, it's
gonna
gonna kill
hurt.
you.
Wait, what?
If you shoot someone, they die. Why else would anyone use guns?
I guess. I mean, first off, guns are for self-defense. If I see a googly-eyed beaver waddling over my direction, I could be in danger of them looking at me or even talking to me. So I gotta do whatever it takes to avoid that beaver bother, right? That's just the law of the jungle. And hey, it's only coconuts anyway. That's on the E for everyone side of things as far as guns go.
Yeah, about that. I want to show you something. Let's trade for a sec.
Oh, come to Daddy Kong.
So that beauty right there, Courtney Glocks, by the way.
Nice.
That
Courtney,
pistol
okay.
shoots regular bullets that are smaller than the tip of your pinky finger.
Yeah.
And it'll still rip up flesh, ignite red explosive barrels to burn your enemies alive, whatever. Unless you're using Matt LeBlanc's. Just came up with that one.
You
Love
know,
it.
Lanky loved throwing those red barrels everywhere. Haven't seen that guy around lately.
Okay, so compare that with your... What's this branch here?
You like that? It's an all-natural crosshair.
Right. So
Crosshair
instead
process.
of bullets, you're talking about shooting something...
Okay. So, give me a second here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm realistically going to just pause there because we've already seen, like, most of the Shadow and Donkey Kong experience video itself here. So, yeah. We've already seen pretty much this little segment itself with the coconut gun, you know, with just all this kind of stuff itself here. Maybe not for the end itself, which we'll probably get into later on here, but still, so we've pretty much got through all this like little segment itself here. But still, aside from that, also, I just want to go and just talk about the actual just Robotnik itself there, or the Robotnik scene itself here. So, but after that, let me just go and give my general thoughts and opinions on the actual stuff here, starting off with the actual just plot itself, voice acting, and animation stuff. Let's get down to it. So, starting off the plot itself here for the Eggman part itself here, like I said, it was great. I liked it. It was really cool. It was very funny. And overall, wasn't too hard to believe. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it a lot. It's really, really sick. It's just so funny. Especially with like how the kind of just the plot stuff kind of just went from, oh, they're just simply talking about like, about like maybe their past, like their past deeds, like their dark beginnings, things like that, going on to eventually Robotnik converting Donkey Kong into a robotic version of himself. That was actually insane. But still, aside from such as the actual stuff here is extremely crazy, extremely well done though. I love it. And going on from that to the actual voice acting itself here, the voice acting itself wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Donkey Kong's just voice acting itself here is amazing, and so is Robotnik's. It is just so on point and just so sick. I love it. It's actually very scarily very accurate there. So like I said, overall though, I very much enjoyed that. That was overall one of my favorite parts of the actual itself here, the actual voice acting itself here, along with how much heart and passion they put into the actual voice acting itself here, as well as just how much realism they kind of put into it. This really does sound like a podcast, from the close-up mics to like these like almost whispering like voices where it's just like, yeah, so what made you want to go down this path, or what made you, why are you doing this, like things like that, questions like that, where it's just kind of like it's just something you would expect from like every other kind of podcast itself here, questioning the person, as bringing up things that they've done, whether it's this good thing or maybe this thing that's a little controversial. Like I said, with all that being said and done, I love it. Like I said, I love all the all those little elements themselves. They're sick. It's just so particular. I loved it. Now though, going on from that to the actual animation itself here, the animation itself here was sick. The designs themselves here, amazing. I loved it. Like I said, it was just so good. And overall, very well done. And before I actually get into the actual deep dive itself here, like I said, actually, let's just get down to the actual deep dive itself here. I'll go ahead and get the segment done later. But like I said, since I've already gone through my general thoughts on the actual subject, like I said, please go ahead and hit the actual like button right around there. Consider subscribing. Helps us almost up the subscribe button. Like I said, help me out with the channel stuff. It just helps me a lot. So please consider doing that. Along with hitting the bell icon for the next time I upload if you're interested in catching new videos as soon as you can. Like I said, notification bell. If you want to get notifications for any future video from the channel stuff here, That's what you want to press. And of course, comment below your guys' thoughts and opinions on the selfie, whether you loved it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find the selfie interesting in the slightest. And of course, last but not least, share button. Like I said, help me out a lot as well here. Just spreading awareness of the channel stuff here and kind of spreading the content around. Like I said, I would deeply appreciate if you guys go ahead and consider doing those things here. But now then, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that jazz. Like I said, notification bell for their video stuff here, and of course, like I said, go support them. Anyways, with that being said, done, going on to the actual deep dive itself here. So, like I said, we pretty much reacted to most of the shadow thing itself here. Like, it's just kind of, he's gonna talk about like, oh, you're firing something like the size of a coconut at the speed of like a regular bullet. That is enough to like obliterate people, stuff like that. And still, like I said, it makes sense. But for the second segment, I'm not sure what's going on here, so let me just go ahead and check this really quick. I'll be right back, okay? Anyway, sorry about that. Like I was saying, let's just get into the deep dive itself here. Now, going on to the actual listed Eggman itself part. Like I said, we're gonna go through once again the actual plot itself here, voice acting, then end it off with the actual animated stuff here. Let's get down to it. Like I said, plot itself is pretty much it's pretty basic. It's just a podcast between just Donkey Kong and Robotnik himself here, just kind of discussing, I guess, just regular topics, their past, and like what they're doing, why they're doing things, and of course, like, I guess, just making conversation. Like, look at this, the beginning segment itself here. It's kind of just, it's very convincing, I'm not gonna lie, to kind of just illustrate how much of like a regular podcast it is. Like, look at this. Enjoy that as well.
Mind if I...
No, of course. Go right ahead.
Keeps the old butt barrel from blasting, you know what I mean?
I've always wondered, do bananas act as currency for your island?
Come again?
Well, instead of collecting coins or rings, you collect bananas, isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, right. It's our money. All natural money. Not processed at some factory where they can put in whatever dyes and additives that'll nerf your dong. Yeah, you think about, like, where bananas come from. Trees, right? Trees grow in the earth.
Like, it just sounds so natural. They're talking about their economies. They're talking about, like, just different elements of their world itself here. It's like, oh, it's like, yeah, it's just their money. Like, they comparing their rings compared to Donkey Kong's just kind of floating bananas around. And, of course, comparing the cave to a regular bank that, like, it's overall so unique and overall very funny. And overall, I just enjoyed it a ton. Like I said, it is very funny and just so sick. I love it. Like I said, I love it. With all being said, down the going on to the actual voice acting itself here still. I said, aside from the plot itself being, plot itself here once again, I said, we also get a little bit of the last element itself where it's kind of just, Robotnik releases like a little, like, hold on, where is it? Like right around...
Long as it stands.
Well, they don't call me the prince.
Like, hold on.
I guess...
You'd be like a VP of the jungle.
Oh, yeah. Would I have to do what you say?
Well, we both want the...
Like, he releases this little, like, machine right here.
Same things, right?
Like what?
We want
And then throughout the rest of the video stuff, you could just see it converting Donkey Kong into a
to
robot.
be the strongest.
Yeah, I guess...
Like, look at that. It's so silly. He's using a little laser to create circuits and all that.
You could say that.
We want to vanquish our enemies.
Who does...
Like, and then it goes around the other side after creating, like, this little cuff around his bicep and shoulder.
Doesn't...
We want to live in peace.
Yeah.
Then, like, we see, like, little... Like I said, it just goes on until, like, the end of the video stuff where it's just a complete robot itself there. I love that. That is such a Robotnik thing to do. We're in the middle of, like, a little podcast, which is, like, release a little machine and just convert somebody into a whole robot. That is so Robotnik. I love it. And aside from, like, such as the actor, just like I said, aside from a little, like, tangent from the plot itself here, so though, like I said, very much just talking about their, universes, talking about, like, why they're, like, why they were after their respective enemy, where Donkey Kong was talking about Mario, and then, Robotnik was talking about Sonic a little bit, and then, like I said, just their economy and stuff, and I think that was pretty much it. But with all that being said and done, like I said, second, like, little, mini tangent there, going back to the actress's voice setting itself here, the voice setting itself is not that bad. Like I said, I love Donkey Kong's voice itself here. It's so, what's the word for it, like, it's so chill, and, like, what's the word for it, like, so not chill in a way. Like, listen to this segment. Like, listen to this.
I think you're
What's up?
supposed to say Italian American
Diddy,
now.
I swear to monkey Christ. This tiny skid mark of a plumber starts getting into my business when anyone can clearly see I ascended these girders to have a private conversation. So yeah, I started chucking whatever I could find.
Look
so
at
this
that.
dipshit, this unsolicited contractor can find.
And then you could just hear the rage slowly start to build in his like voice and stuff like that. But for the most part, he is pretty chill. He is pretty calm and collected there. There's only like maybe a few minor segments where he kind of just loses his cool, but still, I love it. I love it so much. Like I said, just in general, like performance stuff is extremely fire. No stops, no stutters at all for the entirety of stuff here. But not only that, just the amount of heart and passion put into the actress's voice itself here to make it sound like this, make it sound like like Donkey Kong's just more of a chill, kind of reserved person, kind of just and he has just this sort of like what's the word for it? Like I'm trying to find in my brain here, just more not innocent in a way, more like just curious, I guess, just curious kind of tone of voice here, and it's just so well done, and I love it so much. It is immaculate from start to finish here. It is just. It just rocks so much. With all that being said, done, going on to the actual animation itself here. The animation itself here is really sick. Like I said, I'm loving the character design for Donkey Kong. I've said it before in the last one with the shadow right here. Like I said, just Donkey Kong's just design itself here is so sick. I love how there's hair all around his model itself here, except for the head. We just get like this bit of peach fuzz. It just looks like Joe Rogan. I'm like, why? But it makes sense. It does make sense. Like I said, he has a Joe Rogan look just all over his face here, with his with the bald head, but like still like bits of like hair and stuff like that. And then of course, just the rest of it's just kind of covered in his regular Donkey Kong hair. I like it. Didn't really change much for his model itself here, but just the little minor aspects of the head. No, bro, I like it a lot. And I think his eyes are a little different as well here, I'm not gonna lie. I think Donkey Kong doesn't have like these like huge dark rings around it, but I will search that later. But still, really well done. I love it. And weird peach fuzz, by the way, like around the mouth. Anyways, aside from that though, going on to the actual just design for Robotnik and of course Shadow very briefly. Yeah, so Shadow looks really good, and so does Robotnik himself here. Looks incredibly game accurate with the suit itself, the mustache, the bald headedness, and of course just his like little iconic nose and glasses. I love it. It's really well done, just so sick. And then aside from that though, still the last thing I gotta actually comment on really quickly is the Donkey Kong little like suit itself here. Like look at this. It looks sick. It looks really nice. I love the little robotic elements of it as well here. Like the little like piano like teeth. Yeah, like the robotic little teeth here, the little LED kind of eyes themselves. I love them, and they're just so cool. I love it. I love it so much. Then aside from that, though, going on to Donkey Kong and then Shadow. Shadow looks good. Like I said, he looks very accurate to his game model itself here. Although his head is a little weirdly shaped here. I'm not gonna lie. But still, his arms are a little stretched out here, along with like his like chest fur. It looks a little strange, I'm not gonna lie. It looks almost like he's wearing like a little napkin or like a little beard under his like on his like chest there. But aside from that, so everything looks really good. I love the eyes themselves here in particular. Always having this sort of like little like bit of darkness around them. Love just spikiness of his hair. Everything just looks sick though. Like I said, I love it. And of course the gloves, amazing. But still, aside from that, like I said, very much incredible designs. I love them. So like I said, not only are the models themselves really cool and very well put together here, but the actual lighting itself here is also spectacular. Like I said, there's so many little elements here that are just so good, and just the manipulation of lighting itself, or just colors themselves here, is immaculate. Just to help create shadows and lighting and different kinds of lighting itself here. It's sick, and overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But that being said and done though, going on to the actual just animation flow itself here. The animation itself here, it flows like butter. It flows like water. Like, look at this.
Sonic is alive.
See, at most, that's attempted murder. You threw barrels at Mario, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you meant...
Like, you could just see, like just the little movements in the shoulder, just a little, like, whether they move their hands and everything. It looks so cool and so lifelike. I love it. I really do. So yeah, like I said, just animation itself here flows incredibly well, like smooth butter or smooth water. And then aside from that, going on to the actual, there's no animation style itself here. Very cartoony, very stylized here. And of course has its own little things that they kind of reference itself here. Which overall, I thoroughly enjoy. And overall, I love a lot. Well, that being said and done, that does conclude the subject. Like I said, please go check it out. Link down below, end card right there. And of course, like I said, while I wasn't able to get through the full shadow part itself here, I at least got through the Robotnik part itself here, which is kind of the most important part because I have seen most of the shadow itself here on the channel itself. If you want to go check that out, but still, like I said, overall, incredible work. Now, though, like I said, link down below, end card right there, another end card right here for one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So go ahead and check that out as well here. And of course, while you're at it, go ahead and consider hitting that like button right around there, and of course consider subscribing. Helps us on the channel stuff and helps me a lot, so please go ahead and consider doing that. And not lastly, but like I said, a few things I gotta actually mention real quickly. Bellicon, if you want to get notifications for any future videos from the channel stuff here, Bellicon, that's kind of what you're gonna go ahead and press. And of course, comment below you can stop spinning on edge stuff here, whether you loved it, you hated it, thought it was interesting, or you find yourself interesting in the slightest. Like I said, leave it out down below in the comments down below. And with all being said and done, go ahead and consider hitting the extra share button here. Listen, help me allow kind of spreading a win for the channel stuff and kind of spreading the content around. Now then, lastly, have a great day. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe if you're not feeling well. If you're feeling sick, take plenty of medicine and get plenty of rest. And just take care of yourself, okay? Now, though, with all the being said and done, though, I will be seeing I'll be seeing you guys in the next video tomorrow. So for now, though, stay safe, and stay safe. Be careful, and of course, don't do anything too reckless. Okay? So, yeah, with all the being said and done, though, have a good one. Okay? Bye for now, though.